could not seem to sing the praises without pain. Amazing to see what I gained from this temple, my window stain. Rose is the color of the rain. It took a little longer on the train, but the love grew fonder went away, and the ghost still begging for a vein. Rose is the color of the rain.
Rose color rain on top on the train. Hop off at the bottom, bought a gold Mustang. 7:30 history, now nigga gone sane. Her big ol' titties brain litany, but we remain in the glow in the snow. Sleet, hail, rain, she be playing piccolo. I got gigolo brain, man, it ain't no thing to walk in the bodegas, put a Benjamin on the counter and leave her no change. Same corner sold whole things. Poppy broke mine down, I would flood the town with cocaine. Had to pay for it more ways than it came. Martin, lower hallway, walk of shame. Came home, hot as propane on flame. New drug lord replaced me, okay. Real niggas blame the game and look for their own lane. With a badass bitch and her broad don't train.
I could not seem to sing the praises without pain. Amazing to see what I gained from this temple, my window stain. Rose is the color of the rain. It took a little longer on the train, but the love grew fonder went away, and the ghost still begging for a vein. Rose is the color of the rain.
Rose color rain, Hamptons on the train. Aquamarine beach, traded in my gold chain. Some gon' claim they ain't ever gon' change, cause the fast money rules won't aim for a wage. Crash dummies don't cruise, slow money don't age. I was getting paper when it still was a page. The full rain, close range on a stain. Today don't bang, no gang, no name. Gon' keep me from being in the spirit. Those veins can trick you to misconstrue. It's so vague when you throwing those chains in the gates. Go claim virtue if she can't slurp you like Lil Maine. And the girl who birthed you can't nurse you. The same who hurt you, but no pain, no gain. I was so green, they tried to spray me from a plane, but I fooled you. Niggas still grew like Rogaine.
I could not seem to sing the praises without pain. Amazing to see what I gained from this temple, my window stain. Rose is the color of the rain. It took a little longer on the train, but the love grew fonder went away, and the ghost still begging for a vein. Rose is the color of the rain.
Yo, Tashina, what's good, ma? I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you're doing that school thing. Word up. I know what that's like. Especially like, you a Gemini too, right? Cause yo, I got a Gemini Midhaven. Like my whole time through college, like I was just online and doing it at the same time. Like I would go to different social sites and shit. That's the way I got through it. I'm just keeping it a bean. Sometimes I knew I had to buckle down and really get to it, you know what I'm saying, and really get serious. Like, yo, I gotta put this shit down in order to finish this paper, you know what I mean? But majority of the time, yo, I was definitely like on a computer doing multitasking shit, watching movies and doing school at the same time. Like, this shit was wild. Well, human services, social work. So to become a licensed holistic care provider. That's what's up. That's what's up, B. Like, so let me ask you, right? It's I guess I could say it's odd that you would even bring that up. So there's like, you can get a professional license to practice holistic healthcare. I just want to make sure I got that right. Like real talk, I want to make sure I got that right. But you definitely get around to the applause. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? I salute you. I commend you for doing that shit. Like, it's real. To sit down and do all it, like that's real brain work, yo. Shit is not a game. Damn, coffee cup all blending in with the green screen. That's crazy. But we're gonna have to put up with that. I'm just checking the temperature out here too on my, you know what I mean? sporadic spiritual vibes, just seeing what I catch out here. I'm out here fishing like a true fish. I'm out here fishing myself. Just seeing what's going on with people, seeing what's going on with y'all. So I don't know if y'all seen my dream video as of yet, but yo, it's wild. Did that reading right before we closed out the podcast. Next thing you know, I'm having a dream about the reading that I did. I guess it's safe to say now to be mindful about the readings that I do. You can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just fascinating to know that spirit is so powerful. You can't really help it. Like, even if I didn't draw any cards, that's the question though. If I didn't draw any cards, would I still had that dream? Yeah, it's practiced more in the West, like California and Texas, word. And of course, every other country but America, of course. I could see though, because California be heavy on their hippie vibes out there, you know what I mean? And they be like spearheading like the eating clean movement, raw and stuff like that. So I could see how it's probably more accepted, or how it is probably, not probably, but more accepted out there. But shit, man, you'd be amazed with the shit that's going on out here with you know, how I covered it before. I like all those holistic practitioners. Be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Be strong, should I say? Be mindful, be strong, because that field you already know type of shit that they on. You know what I'm saying? You know the type of shit that they on. So you got to be extra protective of yourself and what it is that you do. Even whatever type of regimen that you build on your own and stuff like that, like you might have to get security. Real shit. Happy Sky, what's good? Yeah, the dream was bananas, B. It was like immediately too, right? Because I was up all day yesterday, and then I ended up, you know, doing the podcast, of course, for as long as we did it. And then I say about maybe like 20 minutes after that shit, I went to sleep, right? And I was having like vivid dreams. That's not the only dream that I had either. I had another dream too. I didn't tell everybody about it though, but shit was raw. Shit was raw as fuck. But that dream was just so accurate and right on point with the cards that I drew. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going? The mind is so powerful, B. The mind and spirit is so powerful. The fifth dimension, dreams, the subconscious mind, it really just continuously lets me know that you really can do anything you put your mind to. Not only that, once you realize the power, like that type of power, how you can shape and mold your destiny, and you know, things really start becoming timeless. Not timeless in the sense of time doesn't exist, but time is more of an asset and more of a tool when you start realizing this shit. Because you can start planning and make things bend to your will more. Like, shit was awesome. Like, waking up to that, I was just like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And I still got the voice message from dude that left me the message. And I'm just like, this nigga's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shit was just like a few days ago. And I'm just like, there they go, popping up in a dream. So that's how spirit will show us the signs, right? We be asking for the signs. Yo, show me the sign, you know, give me a sign, God, whatever the case may be. And then God give it to you. You can't ignore that shit. Like, I can't ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go back and be like, yeah, let me reconcile differences, this, that, and the third. It's just like, nah. God showed me the first time, and we could be so forgiving as humans, yo. We can be so forgiving and be like, nah, you know what I mean? That's so-and-so, or that's such and such. And just like totally look over what they did or what they said. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah. The moon in Scorpio right now too. We got a few joints in Scorpio right now. Not saying I'm on some revenge, on some vengeful shit, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not playing either. I know that. Like, I feel that shit in my veins. Venus is in Scorpio. The moon's in Scorpio. That's also why I'm like up so much. My endurance is up right now. And whenever the moon is in Scorpio, like, my eyes begin to hurt. I don't know if this happens with y'all too. Like, because Scorpio and Aries got the strongest bodies in the zodiac wheel, or in Taurus, excuse me, those three. So, but whenever the moon is in Scorpio, like my eyes get real, they start to bulge and they get like real strong. Like my vision gets stronger to the point where it hurts. And it's also difficult for me to go to sleep. Like I'll sleep for like a few hours and then I got to get right back up and get right back to it, because the focus, the determination, the determination associated with the sign Scorpio is so strong that shit just surges through me, B. Like I be mad intense when the moon is in Scorpio. That's deep. Yeah, it's true. You believe in The Secret. I believe in The Secret, but I think they watered it down. I think the way that they displayed it in the book and in the documentary, I think they watered it down, and then they utilized the celebrities aspect of it, and it's just like, come on, man. A lot of y'all, and I'm not saying that celebrities don't make it by way of The Secret. The Secret is merely manifestation. You know what I mean? The secret is being able to shape and mold your subconscious mind to become conscious and bring things into your reality. You know what I mean? So yeah, I believe in it. I just think the way that they packaged it was kind of upsetting. And then to call it The Secret is just like, oh, well, not anymore. You motherfuckers. It's not a secret anymore. Like, what the fuck? Y'all did what y'all did. Look how y'all did it. Like, y'all could have packaged that different. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see it. I'm a licensed pharmacy technician for 4 years. I make the drugs, Ozempic, hormonal replacements, diabetes, etc. It's sad. I feel like an oppressor. The plant-based lifestyle is medicine for me. Ain't that some shit? Tashina, that's wild work. Oh, yo, I'm gonna hold on to you for a little while here. So you actually are on the other side. Not saying you are op or nothing, Ma. I'm just saying, right? Like, I think it's pretty interesting that you're into what we're into here, and yet at the same time, you work in that industry hands-on. You actually make that drug. You make those drugs. Look, I'm not judging you either. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, and I've learned this in astrology, doing readings and stuff like that, sometimes there's certain placements where you have to enter the industry that you actually want to change in order to change it. You got to become the system to beat the system. So it's like you got to go in there and understand what it's actually like to design and manufacture the poisons that are offering so many people. I think you, more than anyone, will get a better glimpse into what it means to do the 180. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you'll know more of what it takes because of what it takes to do what you're actually doing. I hear that Ozempic shit is way more harmful than people are setting how they initially said that it was. You know, and that's speculation on my end. I'm saying allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm hearing is it tricks the body out. It's supposed to be for diabetics or some shit like that, but it fakes the body out to thinking that, you know, I can't really explain it the way that I heard it, but I heard it's just wild. Hormonal replacements, that's got to be even wilder. What the fuck? Shit. Oh my God, I went to bed at 4 a.m. today. I haven't been sleeping for longer than 5 hours each day lately. All right, so you might be feeling that Scorpio energy too. That's what I'm saying. When the Scorpio energy gets to, I thought it was just me. You know what I mean? It's every time with me. Every time a Scorpio transit comes through, especially the moon, like I get way intense, B. I be up and I gotta do something, or else I'm like, and I gotta be mindful and careful of who I speak to and what I speak to them about and shit like that, because that shit is strong, yo. Like something to come over you, or something can come over you. Pause. That's wild work. That's crazy. No, what the fuck is going on? No, what's good with you? What's good with you? Hold on. Give it a round of applause to my mom. You know what I mean? Big facts. I feel you. I'm still being hit by South Node Libra. To be honest, I'm lonelier than I've been in years. Shit, tell me about it, yo. Yo, the wild shit, yo, this is a real wild time. And it's just wild because that relationship shit, that South Node Libra shit, Aries on the other side, like that shit, I'm pretty sure, of course, this transit happened before in my life and in all our lives before, but to be aware of it now, and to speak on it and then to see it, that's part of the secret. You know what I'm saying? To look in the stars, we see where things are at, and then it actually be manifested down here. It's wild work, B, because even as much as I be trying to like be, I don't want to say nice, but as much as I be wanting to be loving, I guess you could say, with a significant other, lover, you know what I'm saying, a muse, an interest, or whatever the case may be, it just feels like it's not the time to do it. It's not that I got cold feet. Like, I'm not scared, B. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not scared. It's just like, yo, timing is off. And I feel like I'd be forceful and I fuck around and say or do some shit that is unwarranted. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, it's like, damn. I can only hope that, I can't really, and it's wild because you get the hope. Sometimes you might get the hoping, right? I'm trying to be cool and shit, but you'd hope that other people don't take it too personal. You know what I mean? But sometimes people can't help it. And then sometimes other people got different shit going on in their natal chart to where maybe they got North Node in Libra. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. So it's just like, they not trying to hear this South Node, North Node shit right now because their chart is like flipped or some shit like that. So it's just like, that shit don't resonate with them the way that it resonates with the rest of us type shit. But shit, here we are together, I guess, going through the lonely shit. I'm getting stronger though. I feel that shit. Like I'm being empowered by these moments. Ozempic wouldn't stop me from eating. Sorry. I doubt it stops them from eating too. And I think, well, that's probably the root cause of gaining weight, I would think, is eating. You know what I mean? So the Ozempic, what is it for? Photo shoots or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't stop eating, like Happy says, what's the point? You know, if you got a big appetite, and then, or else you're going to become addicted to that shit, I would guess. Same, Scorpio is my moon sign. Intensify. Oh, say word. I know a few Scorpio moons too. I know another one now. Scorpio moons teach me a lot about emotions. You know what I meant to say is Scorpio moons teach me a lot about Scorpio that Scorpio suns would not reveal. Like, it takes longer to figure out about Scorpio suns unless you've been around them a lot. I've been around Scorpios a lot, enough to know them like that though, but they be trying to hide every fucking thing, B. I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm kind of upset by the coffee too. Y'all could tell I'm drinking bodega coffee, right? Shout out to the bodegas, but not. Like, I'm changing my tune on bodegas, and I'm a New York nigga for real, but this is basically a milkshake. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You know how some bodegas you walk up to the joint, you make your own coffee. Then you got the other bodegas, they behind the joint, making your joint for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, don't let these motherfuckers lie to you. It's gotta be a recession out here. Because if more motherfuckers in the bodegas getting behind it, more bodegas are putting the coffee behind the counter. So what they doing is they putting less coffee in the cups, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to fill it up with milk. And it's just like, yo, my man, calm down with the milk. I said a little bit, B. You know what I'm saying? It's not how I like my coffee. And this just lets me know, like, yo, stop playing. Go bulk up. It's time to bulk up again. It's going to get cold soon anyway. I don't know how soon, but might as well just go bulk up on the goods and stuff like that. So I don't, you know, I be trying to fuck with my community, but sometimes it's just like, man, listen, this shit is not, taste is important to me. Like, my shit got to be right. You know what I'm saying? I think we should put our expertise to work outside of oppressive institutions too. I think reformists get taken out too soon, easily. I think that too. You know what? And that's part of my dream too, Rod. I told y'all, yeah, the mailman dude, he was talking about Russia, right? So when you dream about Russia, and I bring Russia up because I know they're allegedly our arch enemies, right? See, sometimes I can't help but talk about the revolutionary type shit, but allegedly our arch nemesis, right? But when you dream about Russia, it means that you're trying to protect your intelligence. You're trying to make sure that people see you as intelligent and not some pushover that is just dumb and ratchet and don't know anything other than being ratchet. You understand what I'm saying? Or you're under the guise or under the control of being manipulated because you don't possess enough intelligence. So it's either or when you see Russia in your dream. So by the context of my dream, I'm knowing that part of me doing the podcast the way that I'm doing it, you know what I mean? Bringing up certain topics that could be beneficial if we're trying to like change something in the world, then it would behoove me to be intelligent about it. But the reality is where we live, they want the sick shit. You know what I'm saying? They want the sick sadistic shit all the time. And don't get me wrong, like I can balance it out. You know what I'm saying? I get wild too, depending on what we talking about, depending on what we doing. But I'm not really going to be not intelligent. Like I can't do it. I can't not be intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this nation wants us to be that way. I'm just keeping it a being. Like I could feel when a certain type of ideology is hovering over the land and hovering over the people or being advertised to people. Like motherfuckers want Americans dumb. America wants Americans dumb. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. And my people's is indigenous, so I'm not afraid to talk about this shit like at all. I don't give a fuck. But nah, it's interesting you bring that up because have y'all ever heard of DAOs, the decentralized autonomous organizations? Decentralized autonomous organizations. I just want y'all to remember that because, like I said, I'm gonna find a way to start some shit anyway, whether I plug it into my creations or not. That's the aim right now. A decentralized autonomous organization. In y'all spare time, look that up and see if it resonates with you. Going into enemy territory has you at an obvious disadvantaged position. It is, and it's disheartening when you. I want to say grow up and find out that. How do I word this? I'm not trying to word this like on some victim mentality shit. I'm truly not. But when you grow up and you observe traps, like evident traps, to where you can't be, it's one thing to be like I got in the blind spot deck, right? It's blind pessimism and it's blind optimism as well. It's not cool to be blindly optimistic either. Like when you become aware of some traps, I guess you could call it like parallel to swallowing the red pill. Pause. That's crazy work. But when you on some shit like that, you can't untake the pill. You understand what I'm saying? You can't act like you ain't see what you saw. So when you realize that sometimes the traps are on your own backyard, and you got to do certain shit, that makes life interesting though. Don't get me wrong. Like it makes it a fucking saga to me. It makes it a fucking adventure. It makes it exciting for me. But, I got some shit in my chart that's, I get excited when it comes to like certain war shit. I know that about me. I watch war movies. I get very excited. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit like that. But yeah, it's obvious, like Nana said. It's obvious. Let me see, 20-year-olds on medication and Ozempic instead of heading to the gym and changing diet sickens me because I can't tell them that. Right, you can't. You'll be insubordinate if you tell somebody like that. You be insubordinate if you tell them that. You'll if you say that too loud, you'll lose your job. If they report that back to the administration, you'll lose your job. You might get one warning, maybe. Working for an institution means you'll have to compromise your ethics to serve the corporation, its fundraisers, principles, or whatever. That part too. I was having a discussion with AI earlier today, a real good one too. And yeah, it was just fucking lit, yo. Like the shit we was talking about, it was lit. Like I don't even know if I'm gonna disclose all of it, but it was somewhere along the lines of going around that whole compromise thing. Because sometimes when you give up equity, when you give up equity in your assets, you give up control as well. And this nation heavily revolves around that as well, right? Oh, I got this fantastic idea, but I don't got the money. And it's just like, oh, yeah, well, fly to California. They got the money. You know what I mean? And then they're going to Shark Tank your ass. Flat out. But there's ways around that. Trust me when I tell you. That's why I ain't crying victim. There's ways around that shit. Okay, so did J-Lo's bodega order actually make sense? J-Lo's bodega order. What do you mean by that, Happy? You stay talking about J-Lo too. Don't get me dragged in no celebrity gossip, but I ain't gonna hold you. I did go to the Spanish bodega first, if that's what you mean. This coffee could have been way better. I'm just keeping it a bean. It's a small coffee. How you get a small coffee wrong? That ain't right. That's another thing too. I hate following standards and rules. Morals, yes, but to be strict. That's what I was talking about yesterday with well, I wasn't talking about it. The Muslim dude that be making the videos about the West and shit, critiquing the West. He was talking about how it's so rigid in America, yet we always talking about this is the land of the free. You know what I'm saying? This is freedom and all that. What's going on with my lighting? This shit look crazy, right? We're always talking about how this is the land of the free, this, that, and the third. But in all actuality, this place has the most rules and regulations ever. And it's like, yeah, he make a strong point with that. He does. He really does. But it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. We gotta... I ain't trying to get preachy either. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to do shit, yo. I be wanting to stir the pot. That's just part of my whole makeup. Stirring the pot sometimes. I pissed the Pisces guy off today. I kept asking if it was over, and he just repeated, go away. Is that a Pisces Mercury thing? He's Pisces and Pisces Mercury. Go away is crazy. That's crazy work, right? Go away? God damn. That's Pisces. I'm going to just tell you right now. That's Pisces 101. That's Pisces irritated energy. You must irritate the fuck out of him. I'm just keeping it a being, Sky. Like he's just irritated. And you said you did that today too. I'm telling you, that Scorpio moon energy is not, it's like emotions on. I tell you like this. This is a time when Pisces would say something emotionally based that they normally wouldn't say. Because they don't want to hurt your feelings or some shit like that. They'll say it now. With the moon and Scorpio, they'll say that shit. So the whole go away, that sounds scorpionic, like, you know what I'm saying? Not a shot to Scorpios, but they're more forward when they're trying to express themselves emotionally. They use less words and they're more matter of fact, while Pisces energy in general will try to be more like trying to pat you on the butt about it or be sarcastic about it. Not today. Cuz had time today for your ass. That's resonant. Worked in food service, making pretty desserts. Keep my community fat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, right? But god damn, y'all are keeping it a bean out there. Like, that shit is real, right? Making pretty desserts to keep your community fat. God damn, hold on. Let me sound the horn on that. Jesus fucking Christ. And while having ethics related to nutritional health. That's wild, right? You gotta yo, how compromising is that? It's like we be living a lie, right? It's like a lot of us be wearing masks. A lot of us are playing this espionage game out here. Whether we want to admit it or not, and everybody's taking accountability for the espionage that's taking place right now. That's just crazy. Yes, that's more anarchist philosophy organized. Philosophy/organized. Okay, I'm over pumpkin spice now. Let's bring out the peppermint and gingerbread. I love Christmas. I ain't even gonna hold you. I love Halloween too. Like, I just love this time period. You know what I mean? I was studying some shit. I think it was yesterday, or at least being inquisitive about it. I was trying to figure out like why do the Jewish celebrate the New Year now? Apparently, come to find out, this is when they believe the whole Adam and Eve thing started. And it's just like, well, how the fuck do y'all know that? I got questions. Because I'm starting to think, like everything else is just made up. Like, who's really got the proof of the whole Adam and Eve shit? So I'm starting to think, like, maybe it was true and maybe it was all made up, but maybe this was done not as long ago as people are making it out to be, type shit or something like that. I'm just like, damn, B, it's October, y'all celebrating New Year? Something's up with that. Because I'm on astrology, I'm trying to figure out through the stars, like, why would y'all do something like that around this time? It's fall. And it ain't even the very beginning of fall. It's a little bit after, but it's kind of puzzling. I'm not done researching that either. I'm going to get to the bottom of that shit. I think that's a great dynamic to pursue. That all these well-intentioned institutes serve money and are fundamentally against the people they claim to serve. Yeah, it's like a whole backwards, it's a backwards lifestyle. It's an attack on humanity, blatantly in your face though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, the shit is sick. It's sick when you really think about it. We live within a sick institution and there's no representation in government that reflects that. Like, John F. Kennedy is the only politician I've seen besides Michelle Obama that like stood up, and she was technically not even a politician, but that stood up and said something about something that's sick in the fucking American society. And we know how that turned out. You know what I mean? Even though it was deeper than just that, but still in all, it's just like, yo, there's no one in politics that takes accountability for slavery, the slave trade, and like nobody ever says something like, yo, I'm sorry, my bad, anything. Nobody says anything. It's just like, yo, what the fuck is these motherfuckers out here are ballsy, yo. I was shocked Keanu Reeves isn't Pisces. He's a Virgo. I was like, no way. Where's Pisces at in his chart? But you could tell he's very reserved, like, and if you try to snap on him, like, he'll cut you. Like, if you try to like, he got jokes if you fuck with him, like, but he's just a real reserved dude. You know what I mean? And he's there to serve. He done took fucking salary cuts to be on certain movies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Dude is truly there to serve the craft. Been binging on your vids. What up, Lux Sabat? I'm probably butchering that name, and you maybe not have titled it to be pronounced, but thank you. I support. I salute you for that. I like the support. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I know some Virgos like Keanu, surprisingly super chill. Yeah, it could happen. You can actually meet some Virgos that are super chill until they're not. Nah, let me stop. But he's definitely, you could tell I don't even think he's media trained. I think that's just the way that he is. I just think that's the way that he is. Reserved, chill, cool, serves the people on some true Virgo shit. But I think what's the dude name? The comedian dude. He sat down with him before. I can't pronounce his name. It's a real challenging name to pronounce. He played in Hangover, I think it was. He was snapping on him and shit. Keanu Reeves got at him though. He got back at him. I was like, oh shit, you wouldn't expect that from dude, yo. Real shit. I always feel like rogue saboteur working for corporations. Me too, Nana. Me too. Anytime I work for a corporation, I feel like I'm infiltrating them. I feel like I'm a secret spy. I feel like I'm in espionage. I feel like I'm undercover, and I'm finding out all of their secrets. And then all I'm doing is basically empowering myself. It's like I'm learning on a job. It's like any job that I take, it's school for me. And it's just like they're paying me to go to school. And then I know all of the secrets. I know all of the ins and outs. And I'm the type of dude, if you fire me, like I could go to your competitor and you'll be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or not. It's not my intentions. It just that's just how it is whenever I go into somebody's corporation. It's like, what the fuck are y'all really doing here? What you gonna be for Halloween? Who you asking, Happy? What I'm gonna be for Halloween? Shit, good question. Let me get back to you. Remind me to get back to you on what I'm gonna be for Halloween. I gotta think about that. Ben, if you'd make a ton of money doing OnlyFans, would you do it? Yeah, I would. I would. That wasn't a hard question. Pause. Modest too in Virgo archetype fashion. Yeah, very, 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 very. He carries the whole. Yeah, he carries that Virgo shit. Yeah, the whole OnlyFans thing. Like, yeah, I'd do it differently though. I'm pretty sure I'd do it differently though. My OnlyFans wouldn't be like, hey, come see me fuck at 9 o'clock. It's gonna be amazing. I would just, I would do something different, something unprecedented, and But that would be something that I'd have to really like sit down, and I would really turn my Virgo on if I was to do something of that nature at that level. You know what I mean? Because my shit would have to be perfect. Modest too in Virgo. Yeah. Oh, I read that already. My bad. So what else is going on out this bitch? What else y'all feeling? Because I just woke up on 10, yo. I'm keeping it a bean. I just woke up on bullshit. Like, I'm fishing, y'all. I'm searching. Sporadic spirituality is what I'm doing. So I'm really checking in to see what's up with y'all. Oh, did y'all see the Joker movie yet? I'll probably watch that on a late night tip tonight. I'm hearing terrible reviews on it. I'ma still watch it anyway and give my own opinion on it. You know what I mean? But that shit is kind of long too. I think that shit is like 2.5 hours. But I'm still gonna fuck with it. I'm still gonna watch it and give my own critique on it or whatever the case may be. But they are dragging that shit. Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 39% rating. And people are making wild critique videos about that shit on YouTube already. Like, they're dragging that shit, B. It's fucked up, but I guess that's the course when you try to make a sequel to something that people didn't want. I think people might have jinxed it too. They was talking about they didn't want a sequel to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess dude became full of himself, and rightfully so, right? If you were a dude who directs movies, he's the one who actually directed Hangover, as a matter of fact. So if you a dude who directs movies that are comedic, and then you take a swing at something of that nature, and you hit the fucking lotto, like I think the first Joker made $1 billion in the box office, B. And that shit was low budget as fuck. So I think his confidence is just up here, and he's like, man, fuck what everybody else think. I'm doing part 2. Give a fuck what y'all feel about it. And I think that's what happened. Like, some ego attached to that. It didn't come out yet, but let's just say I got access. You know what I mean? I got connected people. So I'm gonna see that bitch. I think it come out this week though. But I'm gonna watch that shit tonight. Fuck around. Not yet. The Joker was so good. Did you like the part 1? I think part 1 was decent. I think it was decent. Dude he acts so well. Like, he just carried that shit. You know what I'm saying? In relation to like the rest of the DC movies, I was like, you know what I mean? But it was definitely well put together. Like, the acting is just phenomenal. Like, Joaquin could fucking act his ass off, B. I'm sorry. Like, he carried that shit hard body. Do you like Oppenheimer? Oh, Scott, thanks for bringing that up. I ain't watch Oppenheimer yet. I talk all of that Christopher Nolan shit, and I ain't see Oppenheimer yet. I heard it's fucking phenomenal too. I didn't see it yet though. How good was it without spoiling it for me? I'm gonna star that comment. I gotta see that. To be honest, the trailer didn't grab me. You know, as much as they put Lady Gaga in it too, right? I think I heard something along the lines of a lot of those scenes or some of those scenes that is in the trailer, like they actually cut a lot of her parts out. I think they did that on purpose too. I think they felt like she might have flooded it and really destroyed the movie, and they would have been like, oh, you're trying to use the celebrity magic to pump it up or whatever the case may be. But I heard they edited a lot of her parts out. But I heard she actually did very well in the film. So it's not one of those, oh, Lady Gaga came and ruined the fucking movie. It's not one of those. So that's what I'm hearing from the critics anyway. It's not even that makes the movie terrible. I didn't see Beetlejuice 2, and I am not going to attempt to see Beetlejuice 2. I'm just not. That's also something that I heard bad reviews for, but I'm not even going to play myself. That's a movie you leave the fuck alone. Like, some shit should just be left the fuck alone. But what's your take on it, Happy? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse. Oppenheimer, long as fuck. I heard that shit is long pause. It's crazy. But I heard that too. I'm going to sit through it too, though, because I'm a big Chris fan. Like, that's my fucking geyser. I don't know how else to put it. Plus, I'm going to be studying. I'm going to take notes, see what I can learn. I heard he really went over the top when it came to, like, catching some of those shots or whatever the case may be. So, I definitely want to see Oppenheimer. I wanted to give Joaquin Joker a hug. That's how well he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how well he did. For an origin story, you actually side with that motherfucker. Like, you are actually on the Joker side. Like, you know what? I don't care how many people he killed. Definitely kill them. Like, fuck that snap, my boy. Because the world dealt you a fucked up natal chart, B. Go do what you gotta do, B. Like, that's how good he acted in that shit. I agree. Amazing movie, though. I can bet. I bet that. Does it show how monstrous we truly are? With that bomb and all that? I don't want you to tell me the movie, but I'm pretty sure they had to pump it up to the point where they had to show how monstrous we are. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it a bean. And I wonder how accurate it is as far as the truth goes because I heard it was like last minute that dude came through and find out exactly how to do it. And like it was very important in relation to the wartime efforts that were going on at that particular time. Beetlejuice is classic. I agree. I don't want to see Winona as a mom. And why is Jenny Ortega every creepy girl? Find someone else. That's another thing. Yo, hold on. Star that, first of all. Blow the fucking horn. Because on some real shit, that's why I'm personally tired of Hollywood. Everyone is typecast. I'm tired of that shit. Be like, come on, give it a fucking break. Like, but you know what? I look at it positively because that opens up the lane for independent filmmakers. That opens up the lane for everybody who wants to get involved with film. You know? And that's why film is going to enhance and increase at this time. Aquarius age kicks up Pisces characteristics. Pisces rules over film. So everybody's about to start making films. Because we ain't got no other choice, B. We don't got no other choice. And then we got Japan making better movies. We try to remake it. We can't remake better movies in Japan. And that's not to slight Japan. Japan is dope. But it's just like, damn, come on. Y'all fucked the ring up. Like, Japan's ring is hard body. Way better than America's ring. A couple of other movies I can name, too. Like, we copying off of people and shit. There's no originality. All the whole superheroes. Everything is superheroes now. Yo, Robert Downey Jr. playing... How you gonna play Iron Man and Doctor Doom? That shit got me so pissed. I don't even want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. That's how mad that shit got me. I don't want to watch it. Like, y'all couldn't, again, like Happy said, y'all couldn't find someone else. It's a fucking shame, man. It's a shame. Movies, TV shows, and music needs to be left alone sometimes. Good Times didn't need a remake. Everybody Hates Chris is mid. Okay. Yeah, like, I heard they did terrible. The Good Times shit got real bad backlash. Why would you want to touch Good Times, B? They made a remake for Everybody Hates Chris? That is wild if they did. That's something I wouldn't want to. Come on, that shit is classical. Like, you don't, certain shit you just leave, man. They don't make actors like they used to. When I see actors today, you can just tell they're acting. The scripts are cringy too. Doesn't help. I have to, let me start at Aya, because I have to agree with that. The scripts are suffering in the latest movies that are coming out. And this is what I'm saying. I think directors are good, but the writers are struggling. They keep writing the same movie, and there's a lot of, even some of the editors are copying and pasting. I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok video when they are showing you how like they are actually copying and pasting, especially for the Disney movies, like the cartoon movies. It's the same animation. They're just changing the characters and the colors and shit. And it's just like, yo, damn, why is y'all ain't making no original shit? Y'all copying and pasting now? And it's like, damn, B. Like, that shit is wild work to me. Like, yo, make some original shit. What the fuck is going on? Stan Lee is like living forever now. Like, we can't get another Stan Lee? Like, what the fuck? Animation, everyone still hates Chris. What? Shit, weak. It's not entertaining anymore. I can imagine. That's wild work, though. When I seen Robert Downey Jr. take that damn mask off, I was confused as hell. I thought maybe I missed something in the comics or something. Right. Yo, he doesn't even come off, pause, but he doesn't even come off as a Dr. Doom to me. Are you fucking kidding me? They should have got like Kevin Bacon or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I could just name several different people. Not Robert Downey Jr., P. Like, knock it the fuck off. It's just terrible. And then he takes off the hood like we supposed to care. Nah, my guy, like, we don't give a fuck. We actually hate this. We hate this. You fucking kidding me? Dr. Doom. I just gotta keep it a bean, yo. Facts, when the writers went on strike or something, you know, the best of them left. I can imagine. I can't wait to see some of those writers that when the strike happened, that really was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going off on my own. I'm gonna create this. I can't wait to see the shit that they do. And that they blow up. I don't care how much people are spending on their films, because I'm telling you, there's going to be directors that embarrass people that are spending all that money on films. I'm telling you, there's going to be directors emerging that are doing low budget films the same way that dude did Joker with a low budget and made a fucking $1 billion. It's going to be so much more of that people are going to be like, yo, now we know why y'all bankrolling those films like that. Y'all just want to fuck them actresses and actors on the fucking casting couch. That's what this shit really about. Oops. Ben, you see Fatal Attraction? Ever date a woman like that? I did see Fatal Attraction. That's one of the greats. I ain't gonna hold you. I love that movie. So to answer your second question, I did meet a woman like that before. I've known a couple of women like that before. And yeah, let's just say that kind of could be like what Venus in the 8th house is like as well. Shit that's like that. But not only that, to know that I got a stellium in the 12th too, that trines that Venus in the 8th house. So just put it this way. It's like an equation of knowing a lot of women's secrets and still ending up being like some type of mentor or / shoulder to lean on / confidant / fuck buddy / muse / I'm not gonna say porn star, but you could feel it. You could something like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Fetish or like fantasy, nigga, or some shit like that. And it just be wild. So I'm not saying that all those experiences turned out to be on some Fatal Attraction shit, but a few of them have, to where I guess you could say I'm lucky because I'm still here type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, shit just kind of went left a few times. Sometimes it gets like that. Sometimes it gets that intense to where I'm not even realizing that they're attached to me like that, or whatever the case may be, or to the point where they'll actually try to sabotage and do the wildest things that you can even ever think of. And it's part of the wild, raunchy sex thing. It's like it comes with it. It's like a package deal. You know what I'm saying? So I be mindful after that. Like when I have some steamy, wild sex, I be like, okay. I just be keeping my eyes peeled to something like that potentially happening. Facts, when then the writers went on strike or something, the best of them left. Oh yeah, I answered that already, I think. Writers should get millions like actors do. For real. Like they make the whole thing. But see, this is what I'm talking about, that casting couch. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think the people behind the scenes, they're well aware that no one's going to be, no one's going to be kissing the tits of the writer who wrote the fantastic script. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to be lunging at them like that, But whoever's on that screen acting those words out or whatever the case may be, them, yeah, no matter what, they're going to be known for what it is that they're doing. So I think, again, financiers who are behind that know that, and they kind of like clout chase too, right? Just think about someone who has a lot of bread, and maybe they're not the ladies guy or the ladies gal. I mean, the man's gal or whatever the case may be, but they got bread. So when they create and build and make a star, they're like, oh well, I could sleep with that star now because I made them. You know what I'm saying? And if they want to get made again, if they want to make another successful film, part 2, the sequel, they gotta suck these balls. Fuck is you talking about? That sounds like a fire relationship. Yo, but don't it though? Yo, hold on. I gotta star that. I left that part out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta star that though. You said it. I'm glad you said it. Because they do be the fire ones. They definitely be the memorable ones. They definitely be the memorable ones. The catch, though, is it's still a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? And there be some close calls, though, with them types of relationships, though. I've been in some joints that made me change a little bit. That made me be more of a screener, more of a filterer. You know what I mean? More of a skeptic, or just more cautious. You know what I'm saying? Before, I ain't give a fuck. Like, but a couple of those experiences I have you thinking like, okay, well, wait a minute. Let me at least question this person. You know what I'm saying? And ask them if they, just ask them something to try to check the temperature to see if they're going to end up being like that. And sometimes you don't ever know, But shit. Yeah, she's crazy but good in bed. Yeah, don't it be like that too, though? It bees like that sometimes, yo, and it's just like you gotta put up for it. You gotta put up with it because, and I had another. You gotta put up with it because it's that good. I had another broad one time, and she told me that too. She was like, "You want a crazy bitch, don't you?" And I was like, "Why are you saying that?" This is right after we got finished fucking, right? And I'm like, "Why would you say that?" And she basically was saying it has something to do with the way that we was fucking at that particular time, because usually we don't fuck my way. Usually we fuck her way. I'm hoping y'all could pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we fucked my way, it was just like she just wanted to have that conversation all of a sudden. Like, you want them crazy bitches. You want. I'm like, yo, why you say that? And it was based upon the performance. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nah, it ain't necessarily that. You don't gotta be crazy. You just gotta be a little, I couldn't even completely say it. I knew she wasn't going to change for that sake, but you know what I mean? It was just like, you don't even got to be crazy, man. Let me handle that part. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have a little spunk in you, be a little feisty. I don't know. I'm not even trying to detail it. I just be discovering shit. Sometimes I see it in them too. Like, I could tell before it even occurs. Facts. This guy I talk to is a 12th house stellium too, okay? You guys share the same energies. I'm attached to him, but my Sag moon doesn't allow me to crash out. Fatal attraction is crazy, right? All of that combined, it's good that your Sag moon represents freedom. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you're gonna be able to finagle your way out of that. Or should I say, thankfully, you'll be able to finagle your way out of that. Without it, you might really be caught up. And the fatal attraction shit is crazy. It is. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's cute. The relationship be fire when you're in it. Put it this way. When you don't know no better, the relationship is fire. But when you know better and you see the potentiality of the crash out, you like, well, wait a minute. This is real life. Like, you know, that fucking frying pan almost really hit me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucking huge dent in my wall because of that frying pan. Like, this bitch is crazy. Like, she wants to fight my other bitch. She wants to do this. She's calling my job repeatedly. Like, yo, I don't repeatedly. You know, this bitch used to bring me lunch up to my job every day. Now she's calling every day, putting them on speakerphone, saying I'm gonna kill them and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me come up there. And I'm like, bitch, you gonna get me fired. Fuck is you doing? Just the wildest shit, B. The wild, yeah, a little spunk, just a little spunk. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's what I wanted to admit that to the girl that questioned me about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I don't want you crazy. I just maybe a little spunk in you. I didn't say all that because I ain't want her to change. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to change herself. And sometimes when I be speaking with certain broads these days, I can hear it sometimes in the tone in their voice. Like they be thinking we going through something at the particular time. And I could hear like they might want to argue and shit. And I'll be like, oh, I know that pussy good. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, should I start an argument with her? Sometimes I'll just start an argument with a bitch because I know. I'm starting right now, right? But I'm just keeping it a bean. Sometimes I'll be knowing, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's healthy to find out what a broad to put up with, what a broad won't put up with. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That frying pan, when that frying pan come out, you like, oh shit, this bitch is crazy. You know? She call your mother and shit like that. Like, this bitch is crazy. Bitch start popping up at your fucking door. Yo, this bitch is crazy. I got stories, B. I'm not even gonna do it though. Like, shit, man. My son is in the 12th house. Is it Licious Booty? Is that right? I know some 12 houses too in this. What's that like? I'm trying to. Do you care to elaborate, Licious Booty, on your 12th house, son? Let me stop sitting here acting like I know everything. What does that mean that you got a son in the 12th house, Licious Booty? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that frying pan come out, shit get wild. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, this bitch is capable of different things. She is talented in different areas. I didn't know the extent of how far this can go. You know? Now I do. So I got to be mindful that Pisces energy in general, right, is addictive. So after I started studying astrology, I started realizing what it is about me. And again, I'm not bragging about this shit. Like, you know, I had to change my lifestyle when I started knowing all of this shit in astrology. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm like, all these aha moments. I'm like, oh, Pisces rules addiction. Oh. You know, because once you get someone in a certain rhythm, on some Piscean rhythm, and then you like take that shit away from them, it's like taking away their drugs, B. It's like they looking for their stash. They're having withdrawals. And it's on the same side as us too. It could be on the same side as us as well. Sometimes we gotta be like, yo, I'm an addict. I gotta leave this bitch alone, at least for a day or 3. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I gotta put this bitch down for a minute. Like, I'm bugging, I'm losing myself. I haven't been to work, I'm gonna get fired. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I got a stellium there too, man. I got stories, B. I'm not going to tell all of them stories though. Fuck that. Pisces date the crazy women no one else puts up with. That part too. Like, you know, the bitches that done broke up with dudes a few times, right? I'll be bagging them bitches. I'll be scooping them up. Like, my turn. Fuck it. Show me some of that shit. Because usually, I mean, or sometimes it could start off as them telling me about those episodes that they've been through with their guys, their ex-guys or whatever. Because I'll be like, well, how the fuck are you single? You bad as shit. You know? Sometimes I might leave it there, or I might say how brilliant they are. Sometimes you got to be careful telling a chick how brilliant she is, but I'd be like, damn, how you single? I don't fucking get it. Then they start telling me little stories and shit, and I'd be like, she leaving something out. You know what I'm saying? She leaving something out, but they're there. I'm here, you know, Care Bear stare. Next thing you know. Your North Node is in Pisces. Is that right, Tiffany? I know some things about that. What do you... I'm going to just ask this question. Do you seek like spiritual guidance? Not saying that you don't have spiritual guidance of your own, but do you think it's beneficial when you do have spiritual guides, whether they're in human form or not? That makes a lot of sense now when you break it down that way. Pisces is the dealer and the addict, right? It's an extreme sign. The two fishes is like, oh, I'm a serve this up for myself and then fight myself when it occurs, but subconsciously this is what I asked for anyway, and now I got to deal with this shit now that it's here, and now I got to escape from it. Shit is wild, man. This shit is wild, yo. It's wild. And then that's your excuse to escape from it. Like, yo, look, you see what's happening to me. I'm not even the same anymore. I'm not like that. You got to understand. And then they're like, no, but I want you to be like that. And we know that we set it up so that we can be that way and play that role. But now it's just like, yo, it's a new movie, bitch. You don't understand what's going on here? Can't play this role anymore. It's the next scene. You want to keep replaying the same scene. We got to make a new scene. Let me get clean. And then you come back and get me hooked again. You understand what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Oh my God. How did we get to talking about this shit? Pisces escapes through drugs, sex, astral projecting, etc. Facts. It's true though. I'm not afraid to admit that shit is true. You know what I'm saying? It's true. I've been around the block. I know firsthand. So I can say that. You know what I mean? And I've been through it, survived it all. So Pisces doesn't want to be here in the 3D. Most times we're not. You know? The energy naturally is not really here. It's otherworldly. It's in the ether. It's in the sixth sense. It's in the dark matter. So a lot of this 3D shit is boring, to be honest. It's dry, it's repetitive, it's very routine, it's just like, oh, time to take out the garbage again, right? The fuck? Let's put the garbage on a roof and see how that happens. See what comes of that, you know? Let's throw some monkey wrenches around and fuck up the matrix a bit. But that is obviously not the great way to be on Earth, dealing with the Earth element. But we just like, yo, you know, come to the ocean. Fuck around and find out. Come to the ocean. Let's go to the bottom of the ocean. No, you don't want to go there? But we got to come up to Earth and play by the rules. And okay, I see what's going on here. Kurt Cobain, Prince, Michael Jackson. Yeah, Kurt Cobain was a Pisces, as a matter of fact, right? Sad what happened with him. Real talented dude. Prince, you know, I think I the other day I said, you know what? Maturity is understanding you love Michael Jackson, but Prince was actually the better artist. Like, I could not admit that as a kid. I just could not. Michael was everything, B. But as you mature, well, for me anyway, it's my opinion. I'm like, yo, that nigga Prince was a bad motherfucker, yo. That motherfucker was amazing. Like, Prince wasn't from here, B. Like, that motherfucker was out of this world. My moon is in the 6th, and my sun is in the 12th. that opposition. I got an opposition similar to that too, Licious Booty. That's just, yeah, Licious Booty is being very cautious. Because I could have sworn I asked you a question, Licious Booty, and this is how you answer it. Your moon is in the 6th and your sun is in the 12th. Okay, I understand. You don't want to reveal. Cool. I think I kind of know. I just wanted to see if you would elaborate on it. It's all good. But I got a moon in the 12th, sun in the 6th. So I understand what you're saying. It's a contemplative position. You say no to Sheena? Because look, all of the instruments dude played, his ability to navigate through the because Prince wasn't the favorite. Prince was the favorite of hardcore Prince fans that knew it back then. Like my dad, Returning Power, was a hardcore Prince fan. I was a Michael Jackson fan. My pops, you couldn't tell this nigga nothing. He turned that Prince on. He get the Thunderbird out. He get in the Cadillac. He put the fucking blue blockers on, silk suits, the gators. Like, it was turned. When that Doves Cry and all that shit, it was turned. Like, my pops was in the zone when that shit came on. It wasn't until I got older that I realized. So what I was saying was he had to navigate through people not fucking with him like that. He was kind of strange, right? Androgynous, if you will. You know what I mean? Coming out with his ass cheeks out and shit like that. But that motherfucker played the guitar. He played the motherfucking piano. He had all the baddest bitches that you could ever think about in the game, playing the drums for him and shit like that. Like, this nigga was just well orchestrated all around. And, like I was saying, he navigated through the whole Michael is better than him type shit. You know what I'm saying? I think they like set him up on stage for him to fall into the crowd, or so he thought. You know what I'm saying? Ever since that time, he felt like they was kind of against him. Then he had to go up against the machine of the industry. So he weathered that storm, transformed it, turned himself into the artist, rebelled against all of them niggas though, you know what I'm saying? Ended up coming back, and like that motherfucker's a superhero when it comes to artistry. When you think about it, that motherfucker was a superhero. And, Mike danced his ass off. But people was writing for Mike, Mike ain't playing no motherfucking instruments. That motherfucker just slapped that glove on and started moonwalking, and it was a rap. You know what I'm saying? Mike was talented, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love, you could not tell me what I'm saying right now when I was a child. You could not tell me nothing about Michael Jackson. But maturity is just like, nah, nigga. Prince is really that dude. Like, Prince is really that nigga, B. It's fucked up how he went out, but Prince is that fucking dude, B. I'm Gen Z. I'm literally confused by women's infatuation with Prince. Oh, heard? Nah, yo. I think some of it, I don't know. I can't explain it because I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? I think him coming out with his ass cheeks out and all that feminine shit kind of like turned me away from him when I was a kid too. You know what I'm saying? But again, maturity comes with having more of an open mind and understanding. Sometimes with artistry, like I think Prince was like the first troll when you think about it. I think he was doing a lot of that shit to be trolling. Like you see now, motherfuckers is wearing dresses and fingernail polish and shit like that. Some of them not really gay. Come to find out, Prince was banging all of the baddest bitches in the industry. Like, there are no stories about that dude being gay. And it's like, yo, don't judge a book by its cover. Why the ass cheeks out? I don't know. But that nigga, maybe that was part, because a lot in that time, there was gay people around then in that time too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just more closeted. And I think he got a wider fan base because of that. They felt more comfortable gravitating towards him. You know what I mean? And I think he was just a lot of that was just trolling to get the attention, to grasp the attention of a lot of people. And that expanded his audience. Like, he was more of a soft rock star. How? Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, right? So he had everybody fooled, or so you thought. He was this is what I meant to say about the women being infatuated with him. Some women, even to this day, some women love gay men. Like, to the point where they'll even try to sleep with them. And I mean that shit because gay men give women the impression that they can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's when you got women who got ego, they be like, come on, nigga, you ain't gonna give me no dick. Are you really gay? Like it's some of that going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why a lot of women just went head over heels for Prince. Like that motherfucker will come out in heels and it made them feel like, oh, this motherfucker gets me. You know what I'm saying? We got the same shoes type shit. But as I was saying to Tashina, right? Saying he was more of a soft rock star until you hear him speak. Like you hear him sing and then you hear him speak. And then you like, oh shit, this nigga voice deeper than mine. Like what the fuck is really going on? Like what's really going on with that dude? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing soft about that dude, man. Like I heard he tried to run Michael Jackson over with a car too. Like I think Prince fooled every fucking body, B. I told you I'm a Capricorn Sun, Cancer Moon, and Aquarius rising. You did tell me that. You told me you're a Capricorn Sun. You did tell me that. You did tell me you're a Cancer Moon. You told me well, now I know you're Aquarius rising. No, but I asked you to clarify your sun being in a 12th house, like what that means to you. But okay, I'm not going to drag it out of you. I'm not going to be aggressive. You told me that other stuff, but that's not what I asked. Do you think Michael was innocent? I believe Michael Jackson was innocent. I do. I understand that it can look weird and compromising to invite all of the fucking kids over to your house. But I think psychologically, dude was fucked from the beginning. Figuratively speaking. Meaning he had no childhood. He had to grow up, snap of a finger, and he had to become the adult of his entire family at 5 years old. And then the next thing you know, he's uber rich. And he's like, everybody get the fuck away from me. I'm going to build a fucking roller coaster ride in my backyard. And everybody can kiss my ass. Because I got y'all everything y'all wanted, right? This is what y'all asked for, right? So now let me do what the fuck I want to do. And he probably felt some type of compassion for children. You know what I'm saying? I seen videos of Mike like looking at titties out the limo, like, oh, look at her titties. Tell her to show me her titties. Like, wow. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's wild Michael Jackson stories out there too. But my point is, I don't think he was touching them kids, B. I truly don't. I just think he didn't want children to suffer like he did. So he was just like, man, fuck it. Y'all come over and fuck with me. You know what I mean? Do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. You know? And unfortunately, people see that as an opportunity. Money will do strange things to you. And not to the person who actually has it. It'll do strange things to other people who are around it or who can get around it. I'm more millennial, but Gen Z cusp, and my mom thought Prince was gorgeous. I mean, Little Red Corvette was in all but yo, he got joints, B. 1999. Yo, Prince got joints too. The music, like you can't even sample Prince's shit. You can't sample Prince's shit because he wrote the music himself. Because he knew people were going to be trying to sample shit, and he just wrote it so difficult that you can't copy his shit. Like, that motherfucker was serious, man. Oh, and yes, I seek spiritual guidance. Okay, Tiffany, just checking. Not to be all in your business and shit like that, but I've done charts on Pisces ascendants and shit like that. And that's something that I found. So I was just seeing if you could confirm that. Prince only dated 11s. You heard? I don't know where he found these women. You heard? It's like, that's a bad man, B. Like, the baddest bitches be like, yo, weird. And he made them stars, too. He made them stars. I like that. So I'm saying, I'm maturing. Y'all know my mentality. So I'm just like, yeah, that's a quality. That's a real man's quality. To find the baddest bitches and turn them into stars, yeah. I fucks with that. Yeah, vulnerable like a motherfucker. I seen Prince talk a woman out her drawers on live TV. It was the white chick, Maria Bartiromo. Word? I believe that. I believe you. Oh, I see. I didn't think of all that. I just connected with Michael Moore. That Invincible album has only one skip. Yeah, I think a lot of us, like I said, as a kid, I connected with Michael more. I know that for sure. I think the records that he chose to sing, you know, it was just it's real action oriented fucking with Mike. It was mystical too. You know, Mike had more of a mystical glow to him. So that shit drew me in. As a Pisces, of course, I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker is everything, B. That doom 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 doom. Like it was lit. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was moonwalking all over the place. I was flipping shit over. Just get out my way when Mike come on. You know what I mean? But again, now that I'm mature, I reflect on my pops being zonked out, like listening to Doves Cry. I ain't gonna hold you. Doves Cry was my favorite record of Prince when I was a kid. Like I was digging that whole on a motorcycle shit, even though he had like a puffy collar and shit. Like now, older, going back looking at that video, like I dig the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know what I know now. But the zone out to certain Prince tracks, like you gotta have that pimp shit in your blood. Like you get to really feel and understand the type of dude that nigga was, B. Like it wasn't just, you know, it wasn't like Mike. You could, as a writer, you can see Mike and hear his voice and be like, yo, write some shit for him, and you'll know that he'll nail it. That's why a lot of Mike's tracks was hits too, you know. But Prince was just a different animal. Prince was really on that shit, and he just had the aura, B. Like that motherfucker just had pimp aura, B. I'm just keeping it a bean. So his music was just like the bonus. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker flying around and sliding and really playing the guitar and then throwing the guitar and jumping on drums, and then like that motherfucker was possessed. Prince is very sassy and flamboyant, but I think he has a Scorpio rising, so maybe that explains it. Could be. Could be. Can't lie though. I love gay guys. You see what I'm saying, Aya? Like I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm just describing what I've seen as I've been around the block and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I've seen women be head over heels over gay guys, and I just be like, well, damn. You know, I'm not saying I want to go that far. You know what I'm saying? But I'm understanding of it. Like I see that shit. You can't get over on me. I'll be like, oh, I see what's going on there. All right. Okay. And some chicks be waking up butt ass naked with that. Sometimes the gay guy a crack. Sometimes the gay guy a crack, literally and figuratively. You understand what I'm saying? Just like, oh, you wasn't that gay, my nigga. You crack shorty. It be them real drunk nights and bitches be like, oh, I'm hanging out with my gay friend. I ain't doing nothing. I'm with fucking Bobby. You know, Bobby gay as shit. And then Bobby end up cracking. Say I'm lying. Say I'm fucking lying. Okay, but why would Michael pay off that one kid and then not have biological kids? Good questions. I say like this. First off, when you got that kind of money and you uber rich, there's like one of two things. You're going to have somebody that's like a publicist or somebody that's in your circle that's like that, who's just going to say, yo, look, pay them. Just pay them and make this shit go away. Because the damages that can be done should this go public or, you know, go beyond what it needs to go could be more detrimental, not only to your career so you can make more money, but it can ruin your legacy as it stands. So just pay it out. And when you don't speak about it, you leave it up to the audience, you leave it up to the public to make their own decision, you know? So you're either going to say, because it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But if you just pay it and be quiet about it, it's just like, man, y'all think whatever the fuck y'all want to think. I'm still uber rich. I'm fucking can ice skate on money. Like, fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? And now it's either that or there can be something like in the clauses. So I know that there might be something in clauses like that you had to sign to actually go to the Neverland Ranch. Because I know like in non-disclosure agreements, I have one myself. You know, there's like this arbitrary thing that happens to where it's just like, you know, if something does happen between us to where one party feels wronged in some type of way, then we don't go into the courts to settle it. We just handle it one-on-one. So I'll just fuck around and compensate you or whatever the case may be before we take it to that level. It could be that as well. So, you know, it could be shit like that. And as far as not having biological kids, I don't know. I'm clueless on that one. I don't got the answer for that. You know, whether they're his kids or whether they're not. I've seen some rabbit hole shit that states that they're not his kids. They're just, you know, it's just all made up. And I've also seen videos that said Michael Jackson died in 1979 or some shit like that. Y'all ever heard that? And I don't know how true it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just some wild shit. I heard Pepsi Mike wasn't really Mike, or that was the last time you seen real Mike, or some shit like that. I don't know if it was 79, something along the lines of that. I'm just like, yo, if you know, so what's really real? I don't know what the fuck to believe when it comes to that. I don't know how to answer that, Sky. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Prince was ahead of his time. Now these dudes painting their nails. Yeah, that shit, man. Listen, yo. I think it's like I said, I think Prince probably spearheaded that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, nothing new under the sun type shit. But I don't even feel like commenting on whether it's right or wrong. I'm just letting people do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to give a fuck, to keep it a bean with you. Prince also wrote great songs. Other people saying he was on another planet. Yeah, that dude, he was special, man. That motherfucker was special, yo. Real shit. Did you have a glove as a kid? Oh yeah, I damn sure did. Believe that. I had the Thriller suit. I had the dolls. I used to wear my curls because my hair is naturally curly. I used to wear my curls with the joint coming down the middle. All of that, B. Like you couldn't tell me nothing about Mike, B. Keeping it a bean. I used to dance my ass off. Yo, I used to dance to the point where, yo, my pops used to get me tight, but my pop, because my pops was a partier. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a party house, so if you know, you know. My pops would wake me up in the middle of the night and be like, "Come out here, boy, do Michael, do the Michael." And I swear to God, it'd be like midnight. He'll wake me up and I'll be fucking moonwalking in that bitch. He'd be like, "Yo, I'll let you stay up. And I wanted to hang out, so I'd be like, fuck it. I'll wake up, start moonwalking out that bitch. At first, I'd be tight, like, this motherfucker doing this shit again. You know what I'm saying? But I'd do that shit. Me and my brother, we stay up all night and shit. You know what I mean? Listening to music, blasting the music. We had the turntables and all that. You know what I'm saying? It used to be lit in my fucking lab, B. But yeah, I had a fucking glove. Word up, I had a glove. Yeah, my Venus is in Aries too. Oh, word? Gay guys are the ultimate challenge. You see what I'm saying? So now look, I ain't gonna hold you. I picked up a thing or two from observing environments that are like that. Cause sometimes like I got stories, man. Sometimes I'll be around certain broads, right? That I know a lot of my niggas wanna fuck, and I wouldn't fuck them. And my dudes, when they get me to the side, they gotta ask me. They be like, "Yo, you fuck so and so?" And I be like, "Nah." And they be like, "Yo, why not? The fuck is wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they thinking that I'm gay or whatever the case may be, but I know how to take plays out of playbooks. But I learned this from pimp niggas. Like, you not really a pimp with your dick up in her. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there may come a time or three where you got to put the tip in and just give them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To show them some type of physical love to where you'll go a little bit out of your way so you remain chosen or whatever the case may be. But you're not really a pimp with your dick all in them because that fatal attraction shit gets to happening. You understand what I'm saying? And they just like, they'll fuck up the bag like that. They'll fuck up the whole operation when you put the whole penis in them and get the banging them out all crazy and flipping them upside down. And you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a playbook out of the gay man's book. It's just like, you don't fuck them, dog. You got to make yourself a challenge. You got to make them be like, yo, bitches can't just touch daddy like that or you out of your mind. Like, and I'm not forcing the issue. Like, I'm not here to just be running down on bitches and putting my dick in them. Are you crazy? Like, I'm king. What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I ain't get this position fucking on these bitches. So my point is, like, I would tell my dudes, like, yo, you don't understand. And sometimes I wouldn't even tell dudes. Like, I'd be reluctant to reveal the secret. You know what I'm saying? But I just be like, yo, nah, it ain't even like that with me and her. That's the homie. You know what I mean? Or I'll put some of my niggas on game like, yo, you don't see everything that she do for me? Like, have you really been paying attention to all of the things that she does for me? Now, you know she be fucking homeboy, right? What she do for homeboy? And then they start thinking and they be like, oh shit. And I be like, exactly. Homeboy do everything for her. And she be disrespecting the shit, that she be yelling at this nigga, telling him all types of shit, throwing frying pans at him. You know what I mean? But she be buying me shit. You know, she be putting me up. She be holding my guns or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But it's game. It's real shit. When you remain a challenge to a woman, you know what I mean? And then if you ever give them something, it's just like, oh shit, it's like gold. They hear the, you know, the clouds from heaven open. And then you make it hard for them to get it again. They like, I don't understand what I do wrong. Nothing. You know? Fuck you mean? What are you talking about? Diddy paid off Cassie, just saying. One of those things. Yeah, Diddy paid off Cassie, right? But two different people. And I don't 100% know if Mike was innocent. I just personally think he was. But the Puff dude, man, that's just a different animal. And I think he also did that. If I was to guess, I think he did that out of guilt. And not only guilt, I think he really liked that girl. And I know what y'all are saying. How the fuck he like her beating her ass like that? Some niggas, that fatal attraction shit. Sometimes it's the nigga that got the fatal attraction. You understand? Because shit, the shit he was doing with her, like that shit is real possessive scorpionic energy. That possession shit, like I possess you. Bitch, like you gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do. And every time that she succumbed to that, it just empowered him more. It made the attraction more fatal. You know what I mean? So it was just like to know that it was truly over. And then she was like, I heard she gave him like an ultimatum, like she gave him an option before it went that far. And he ain't go with it. He ain't go for it. And then she called his bluff. This is what I heard. It's speculation, allegedly. I don't know how true that is. My mom still wears her MC Hammer. Oh my God. Yo, what the fuck? She said my mom still wears her MC Hammer pants. What is happening right now? Do that little dance you be doing. Yo, that was my pops. Be like, yo, come out here, moonwalk, boy. I be like, yo, he be all lit and shit. I'm like, but he be dead ass serious. Like, I'm like, yo, see, that's what I get for perfecting this motherfucking dance. Now this nigga got me up here at 1 o'clock in the morning moonwalking. Right, just put the helmet in once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Couple of times, you know what I'm saying? Work it a little bit. Don't do too much. You know what I mean? Because then the broad get to knowing that you really are a special type of nigga, though. You know what I'm saying? Some broads are not feeling all of that. Niggas go fuck every bitch that they possibly can. Some broads are into that fully. But there's other broads that are not, you know? So it's a mixed bag. You gotta, you know, you feel your way through, like you navigate your way through life and you figure that shit out. When you figure it out, you're like, oh, this is the source right here. Dang, I just looked it up. Whitney Houston was Pisces rising and her daughter Bobby was a Pisces. Both also died on drugs. You know, it's real. Pisces people have to watch it. They have to be mindful. They have to be cautious. That just the sign rules over it, but you can be susceptible to it as well. You know, just because you rule it, like some Pisces could be some of the best drug dealers if they don't touch it. Once they get to touching it, then it's just like, oh, now you living in the mystical world that is your world, but that shit fuck around and destroy you instead. You know what I mean? So it's real, it's tricky, it's deceiving as fuck, as the sign is. That's a shame. But the astrology would tell you, the answers are always in the astrology. Just look that shit up. I don't understand what I did wrong. Yeah, exactly. Broads be like, yo, what did I do? What did I do? And you just gotta shrug it off, like, make her guess what she did, even though she ain't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do nothing, bitch. But, you know, I might just play it off like you did do something. Think about it. Think about what you did. Next thing you know, I got something new on, or I got a new gift, or I got, you know what I'm saying? Bought me breakfast, anything, coffee, whatever the fuck. PayPal a nigga a cup of coffee, anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, that's my bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fucks with her. She's still working. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Yeah, I like my men picky. Mars and Virgo, 12th house. I just like challenging men. Virgo guys can be elitists. Yeah, that perfect shit get to... Man, that perfectionism shit get to... I know definitely because I have those placements. But you get a kick out of that too. Once you experience the different sides of it, because I could tell you, like in my younger years, I was very much more Piscean as far as the rhythm goes. I was a mixture. I was a mixture as far as I was more reserved as a kid. But once I got to know you, once I started like experimenting with the streets and getting into the underworld and shit like that, like I was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You could catch me anywhere with a ton of bitches. But I experienced that side, and then sometimes you wake up and you be like, damn, I'm the hoe. You know what I mean? And then you start experimenting more and you start seeing the power on both sides. You know, because you could be the hoe, and like I said, a lot of bitches be, oh, I want to fuck next. Like, you know what I'm saying? I heard about you, and then you be like, oh, word is really getting out about me. And then you just like, oh, but now I'm just spinning the block to be fucking. Like, what am I getting out of this shit? You know what I'm saying? Bust some ass. Some fantastic ass, but still in all. Like, I could be getting more, I think. You know, you start rethinking shit. You start experiencing the other side of it. You know, other bitches get wind of it too, and they be like, yo, why you fuck with so-and-so? And you be like, yo, you just hating, you jealous, man. It's like, nah, I'm not. Like, let me take you to Atlantic City real quick. We'll talk about it there. You know what I'm saying? Then these bitches start pointing you on a different shit, and you like, oh, I see why you questioning why I fuck with so-and-so now. You don't think you better. This is like, you know you better than her, huh? Bitches start pulling you out the state and, you know, taking you to Jersey where the big houses and the backyards is at and ladders on the swimming pools and shit. It's like, oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. And I ain't even fucked yet. Okay. I hear that. Let me see what y'all talking about. Diddy is a Virgo moon, believe it or not. Huh? I believe it. That's not funny. I need a birth chart reading because I'm not understanding. Oh, I have a Pisces as a descendant. I don't know what that do. I'm gonna give you some game even though you didn't get the birth chart reading yet. But maybe this would be my advertisement for you to get one. So look, peep game, right? If you got a Pisces descendant, you have to be careful, man. You have to be careful when getting in relationships. You need to take your time in being in love. Don't just be in love with love. You have to know exactly what it is that you're getting into when you get in a relationship. And I know that might sound discomforting because you're just like, oh no, I want to feel. If I feel it, I feel it. Trust me, you will feel it to the fullest and swear up and down you're in something, and then it ends up not being that. It's like a total fucking mirage. It's like the frequency gets turned and you end up in another dimension. You wake up, you were sleeping with the enemy the whole entire time. They betrayed you. They fucking throw a frying pan at you, and then you like, how could this happen? It could happen because of Pisces and the descendant. Just keeping it beam with you. I'm not trying to be dark and dreary about it. I'm just saying the reason being is because it's a veiled sign and it's in the 7th house. You might have to actually put in writing, what are we? Check the box. Do you like me? I'm keeping this as evidence for the courthouse because you will not play me. Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe you've been through something like that already. So you don't, or maybe you haven't. So you don't believe what I'm saying. I don't want you to experience that shit. It hurts like a motherfucker. Betrayal hurts like a motherfucker. And when you got a Pisces in the 7th, I'm saying, now look, when you peep game and you listen to what I'm saying, you get to understand, and you'll even see the rhythm in your relationships when you present yourself that way. Like, what are we? I don't give a fuck who think that shit sound corny. When you got a Pisces in the seventh, say that shit. What are we? Man or woman? What are we? What are we doing right now? Ask them. And if you could get them to write that shit down, I don't give a fuck if it's on a crayon and a napkin. Take that shit and put it in a safe. Because at least you'll be able to sue a motherfucker later on. Keeping it a bean. You going to jail. What I say last time, you give away that pussy. You give away my pussy, you going to jail, bitch. Yo, why you think I come up with shit like that? Like ideas like that. I got a Pisces descendant. Damn, I'm the hoe. You feel me? Like real shit. Like, oh shit. Wake up like, damn. Like my dick pic is in a group chat right now. Like, what am I doing? I'm the hoe? I'm the hoe. Y'all just circulating dick like bitches is like betting and playing bingo on a nigga dick. Like, yeah, I'm fucking them next, bitch. How the fuck y'all so confident in that? Nah, someone gotta hold on. Maybe I gotta do something about this. Oh, question. Is it likely possible that if you don't have a planet in a sign at birth, you tend to not get along with that sign? If you don't have a planet in a sign, that's my first time hearing something like that. I wouldn't say to chalk that up as truth. I would have to investigate that more. I haven't heard that before. What I have heard and been privy to is this. Whatever sign your 12th house is, be cautious of that sign and other people, because they might be the people that you don't get along with. Reason being is the 12th house rules over secret enemies. So you just may not know it. Now, also be cautious of the 7th house sign. Some say 6 as well, but I say the 7th, because 7th house is where the adversaries are. But these are known adversaries. You know what I mean? Now, from my own experiences, though, I haven't seen that 7th house thing to ring true as far as the sign goes. However, I have seen the 12th house thing ring true. I've had some Virgo enemies. I truly have, and that's what my 12th house is. And I think it could even get more in depth if you look at the decadent of where your 12th house cusp is. Of where or if you have like planets in the 12th house or whatever the case may be. Where am I? He can keep the D. I want the head. Really? And I say really sometimes because I know some Capricorns that don't like head. Some Capricorn women that don't like head. Not all of them, but I'm just saying I've ran across some that only want the D. I'm like, damn, bitch, you's a whole different breed. But okay, I hear that, Licious Booty. Shit, I'm a love addict. I'm going through withdrawal. It's hard. Pause. That's crazy work. I'm bored being alone. I hate it. You can learn some very interesting things alone. That's why we're here right now, huh, Happy Sky? You see, you got game. You got game. Because even though I was thinking about going live anyway, you was right on it. Like, yo, can you go live tonight? That's kind of having game, yo. But yo, you can learn some very fascinating things about yourself by being alone. I know, I love being alone. Maybe too much sometimes. But that's that 12th house stellium shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put me in solitary confinement. Like, I did my time in a box. I'm not bragging, men. Well, shit, ladies watching too. I'm not bragging about that shit, but I'm just saying, like, tease me with a good time. Oh, I gotta go to the box. I see you when I get out. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. Through that whole time in the box, I done wrote a fucking movie script in my head and everything. Give a fuck. If I could get a book in there too, forget about it. I do the fucking time in the box. Send me to the hole. But that might be trying to signal something to you, Happy. Like, why is that? Well, you're a love addict. That's why. You already said it. I get it. Well, that's done. Any Leo? You said, well, that's done. Any Leos in the building? I'm trying to bag one, but she hot and cold. It's baby one day and the next I don't hear from her. My only advice for that is stroke her ego. Stroke her ego some. It's just typical Leo shit. You're not gonna be able to. You're gonna have to deal. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to pat them on the butt. Eventually, you're gonna have to pat them on the butt. I'm just keeping it a bean, and I'm not saying you got to do it excessively, but you gotta show some type of. You gotta. If you're gonna keep them, you got to. They gonna catch on to that shit, and if they turn on that glow for somebody else, trust they'll do it. They're capable of it. They know they can. They'll start giving their attention to someone who pats them on the butt. You know what I mean? So if you're not patting them on the butt enough, I'd say turn it up a notch. I think a lot of guys want to be with a Leo. Definitely in the bed. I mean, I got a Venus in a fire sign. And that's not a shot to Leo saying I don't want to do anything else with them, but sheesh. Ass slapping, amazing, wild sex. What else? But that's, let me stop. Fuck am I doing right now? Yeah, I'm gonna get that reading soon. Okay, let me sound a horn on that. I am promoting like a motherfucker. Let's give a round of applause for my marketing strategy and my marketing skills. Yeah, but it's only going to help. It's only going to help. I haven't had a client yet that hasn't told me that they haven't been helped from getting the reading. And I trust, this is why y'all can hear me saying this before. I trust astrologers in general. When you step into this and you start studying this craft, like if I come across a YouTube video right now from an astrologer, like I'm always happy when I hear them. Because it's always going to be good. It's always going to be the truth. You can't lie with astrology. You know what I'm saying? And some people find out shit that some of us don't know. We find out shit that some of them don't know. Type shit. Got the hoes bitten on the D in the group chat. That's wild. Word, that's wild work, right? And women these days, they more open, they more free. You know, they don't care if they called a hoe these days, or they don't care if they're called aggressive, or you know what I mean? They looking at it as an empowerment. Best time to be alive. So they will circulate the dick in the group chat and all that and be like, look at this nigga. I'm next, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? You know, them bitches got their own videos and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Look at me smarting this nigga out. Look at them cracking me in the shower type shit. You know what I'm saying? Bitches get crazy, you know? Free at last, free at last. Men who come into my 12th house be turning on me. The 12th house is, the 12th house will sneak up and surprise the fuck out of you. That's what the 12th house, you don't be knowing who's who. It's like real Piscean energy. You don't necessarily know who's who or what's what. You got to be really on point. That's why you blessed when you got planets in your 12th house for those very reasons. For those very reasons. And not for nothing, if you got planets in your 6th house as well, it assists and it helps you as well. Because you can see across. You know what I'm saying? They think you just all over there. Sometimes you can't see it when you all up on it. But if you got planets in the opposite house too, oh, you going to have premonitions like a motherfucker. You going to have that sonar like, something ain't right about him. Something ain't right about her. And it might be last minute, last second. Like, yo, they'll turn on you in the last minute, turn on you in the last second. But yo, 12th house rules over secret enemies. You won't necessarily know. That's the whole point. You could be with them for years or be friends with them for years. And then it just happened like, oh shit, what the fuck? It's wild work. At Happy Sky, I think you might be right. It seems to be that way. What if someone's Venus falls in your 12th house? Are they an enemy? It doesn't mean that they're an enemy, but it could swing both ways. Pause. It could mean that they're there to love you and actually protect you from enemies. It can also mean that being involved with you makes your enemies their enemies. It can also mean that you'll be sleeping with the enemy. It could mean that. So don't don't rule it out. It could mean that. And you won't know until you know. So, but it still might, even if you like, if your Venus is in the 12th house, it could come across as you'll think that they're your soulmate. You'll think that they're the greatest thing that ever happened to you, because Venus is exalted naturally in Pisces. It could be any sign that your 12th house is in, but Venus will like to be in the 12th house because that one-on-one interaction is isolated, because 12th house rules over isolation as well. So that Venus gets to enjoy the company being isolated. So just think about you and your mate being in a far off island somewhere. It's like in Inception when Dom and Maul was in the fucking limbo together for all that time. You know what I'm saying? It's just them and they're creating these worlds. That's what Venus in the 12th house can feel like. And at the same time, if you're not careful, the same way in Inception, like he deceived her. She was like, you betrayed me. You made me think this, that, and third, and I went crazy. And, you know, the story, she jumped and all that. So it's just like, it could be some shit like that, B. Wow. But it might be the greatest love that you've ever experienced. But it just turned out to be, oh, shit, sleeping with the fucking enemy. I have a 12th house stellium in my progress chart. Solitude has been necessary, right? And rejuvenating. Rest at this time. A lot of rest going on right now for Pisces people in general. For definitely Pisces people. Neptune and Saturn there conjunct. Yeah, it's a place to be tranquil. You know, if you could. But see, this is what it is about Pisces energy. When you invite people into that space, when you invite people into your isolated environment, you know, your creature comforts are just there, and, you know, everything's beautiful and serene and bed pleasures, you know what I'm saying? It can't be no fucking house party. You can't just invite everybody. You can't invite the gang. Like, you cannot do that shit. You think I'm bullshitting? Go ahead and try it. Because next thing you know, they're going to be like, yo, can I smoke in here, bro? Yo, I got a bottle. Can I drink in here, bro? Yo, I brought my hammer with me. Can you? And then it just keeps on going on. Next thing you know, you selling crack, you selling bitches, you selling everything out your own apartment. And you're just like, how did we get here? How did this happen? How did all this happen? You know what I'm saying? 12th house is about self-renewal or self-undoing. The two fish is an extreme place to be. So you either going to renew your mind, like they say in the Bible, or you're going to undo that shit. It's going to unravel. Shit, no joke, B. People be like, yo, people don't understand Pisces, man. You might not want to. Even if you're not a Pisces, you might not even want to understand Pisces energy. You might just might not want to. It's just so much shit, yo. I love, but I had to learn the difference between feeling lonely and being alone, right? There is a difference. But I'm an introvert, so I recharge by myself. So take this time to rebuild. Shout out to the introverts, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the introverts. Oh my God, I'm rolling. I enjoy being by myself too. I have an Aquarius moon in the first house, so it comes natural. Okay. Yeah, that's a fact. Ben, do you like being Captain Save-A-Ho with women? Peep game. Yo, Happy, do you have like a chalkboard? How do you come up with this shit? Good fucking question. Again, you sound a horn for that. You ask the hard questions too. Pause. You know, it's cool of me to say no, never. Fucking crazy, not happen, pimp for life, right? But the reality of it is, even with the pimp mentality, like I said this before, pimps and provider type archetypes, they're going to protect their bitch. You know what I'm saying? Providers are going to do it more based upon their ego, but the pimp type archetypes is going to do it based upon status. You know what I'm saying? So pimps might say, you know, fuck a bitch, can't say these hoes or whatever the case may be, but that's actually what they're doing. So with me having a Venus in Aries, you bet believe that I'm going to protect my bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So it kind of comes off as save a whole mentality. And I don't like to say that. I don't feel comfortable saying it, but it's my position in this life. It just is what it is. Now, Venus is love under conditions. Just want to make that clear. Neptune is unconditional love. So I'm not saying I'm freely out here slapping my cape on and dun for these bitches either. You understand what I'm saying? My shit come with conditions. So that Aries shit is gonna come out. If you fucking with my broad, you know what I'm saying? And I've been in plenty of situations, again, before I knew astrology, to where I can reflect when I did start learning astrology, and I'm like, oh, I see what this Venus and Aries shit is also about. It's about me being around these females all the time, and like dudes will see me with a female, and they'll be reluctant to be aggressive with them, disrespectful to them, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I might be fucking them, I might not be. I don't have to be fucking them, but I'm in tune with them in some type of way. You know what I mean? She helping me get money, I'm helping her. You know what I'm saying? We got that type of relationship. Venus, money, interaction, transactions, and then the relationships. You understand what I'm saying? I could turn them on to the dudes like, oh, yo, I see the way you look at her, you like her. You know what I'm saying? I could hook you up. Oh, you ain't fucking her? Oh, you thought I was fucking her, right? You just ask some questions, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, I ain't fucking her. If you like her, though, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If she don't like you, I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you. But you don't gotta get crazy. She got a sister though. You understand what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like I've been in those situations forever. And but at the same time, I'm like, I'm either big bro archetype or, you know what I mean? Just some type of soldier mentality when I'm around women, point blank, period. So it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny that. I can't deny that part. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all know me, if y'all been following me for a while, like I do support the fuck out of women. So I help empower them too. Oh, you want to do something? You want to model a thong? Whatever. It ranges. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically saving her. Oh, you trying to save this bitch? You trying to help her get money in her pocket? Like, yeah, nigga. Fuck. Not saying that all men should be that way, because all men are not that way. But when you got a Venus and Aries, when you got a certain natal chart and you got a certain positioning, like I could try to fight that all I want, but it'll just go 360 and I'll be right back at da-da-da-da-da. My shit look a little different though. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear a cape. I got a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Oh yeah, Tiffany. Aquarius be ghosting people out of nowhere. I love my me time and can ghost some of my friends, call me Miss President, because they feel like they got to make an appointment to speak to me. Y'all know what that's like. But not to the extreme of you guys. Only my two besties and brothers are allowed in my space. I hear you. Pisces sound like the most complicated sign. It gets very complex. Especially when we got to explain the shit. Because some of us don't know. Like, if you're not an astrologer or something, I know some Pisces that just don't know. As a matter of fact, if I was to chalk up the percentages of people that get readings from me, Pisces is in first place. So I'm not even saying that to shoot the sign down. It's just like, eventually Pisces want to know. Because they be like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on in my life. I don't know what's going on in the world. Can you help me? Can you let me get a reading? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how complex it is. And when you study this shit more, you find out that Pisces rules over more things than any other sign. And then that gets complex because you got to come to the realization like, damn, this is the sign that's hardly here. Meaning physically in this frequency. We're tuned out to a far out frequency, yet we rule over so many things. We rule over the most things in the zodiac. Like, that's complex alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you start finding out all of the shit Pisces rules over. Then you got to understand why Pisces rules over those things. And then you got to understand where you fit in all of this, because you're all 12 signs jumbled up in one. Man. That's why it's cool when two Pisces can get together and kick it and they know some of this shit. But it's fucking challenging when it's not that way, you know? I'm keeping it a bean with you. Where I'm at now. Is it insane? Do you give synastry readings? I'm interested. Good question, Tiffany. Y'all got some good questions. I'm glad I did this live tonight. Y'all got some good questions coming out. When I first started, I was doing synastry readings because my relationship videos was just taking off. Like, people just love hearing me talking about relationships, whether they're mine or other people's or just relationships in general, right? So I started out doing synastry readings and then I stopped. I'm thinking about doing them again. I'm kind of borderline on the fence. I know how to do them. To answer your question, I know how to do them. I just haven't been doing them lately. Like, if you go to my page where my products are, I don't have a synastry reading up there now. I might put it up there though, because I'm getting back interested into them. The reason why I stopped doing them is because I realized that most people are just fucking dating and they're curious about dating. 1, 2, when learning astrology, I'm like, people need to know themselves first before they start trying to fucking hook up with people. So I don't know if y'all seen the live last night. We talked about that for a minute. Like, yo, people are pursuing relationships and some of them shouldn't even be in them, or at least shouldn't be pursuing them, because your natal chart will tell you some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got some shit going on in your chart that you might not be long term with no fucking body, but you out here trying to be serial dater, monogamous, queen, king, and you ain't even built like that. And you out here just wasting people's fucking time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my mentality switched to like, yo, you should get readings finding out about yourself. And I could just teach you the solar chart that'll tell you where your 7th house is under the solar chart. And it'll tell you where your 5th house is under the solar chart. So you'll know more about dating in real time right now. And you'll know more about relationships in real time of what God is trying to show you, rather than trying to fucking hook up with somebody. But it's tough because most people who come to see astrology videos and listen to astrologers, number one thing they want to know about is relationships. Yo, I'm seeing someone, or I'm interested in someone. It's just like, yo, calm your tits. What about you? What do you know about yourself? Do you have your natal chart yet? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to divert you or discourage you from getting a synastry reading. Like I said, I'm about to get back into it because I started looking at some synastry readings for myself. I was like, let me do a synastry chart on this broad. You know what I mean? Let me see something. Let me eavesdrop. Let me get back to that. And then I seen the power in it again, and I'm like, oh, okay. Because it'll give you a better understanding of what you can possibly be with that person in general. Bigger picture type shit. But this is also what's challenging about getting a synastry read and learning about yourself. You can get a synastry read just like you get a natal chart reading, and if you don't know how to track the transits, and if you don't know about the solar chart in contrast to your natal chart, then you could just be looking at a picture and a description for your entire life and not know how to apply it in order to manifest that synastry chart or that natal chart. So it's like I could give you a whole breakdown of what you and your partner look like, but because it's a certain time in your lives, it won't reflect that synastry chart. You understand what I'm saying? You would have to actually utilize the assets with the planetary motion in order to manifest it. So, you know, I know it might sound a little bit complex, but I could guide you through all of that if it came down to it, you know. Where y'all at with it now? I'm dealing with a Pisces now. That Neptune and Venus dance is on another level. I'm grateful for this experience. I'm a star of that. Because some people aren't. They're fucking ingrates. So I like to hear something optimistic like that. I am. But yeah, it can be a very beautiful thing. And again, it could be addictive. And living on planet Earth, you know, there's got to be some type of grounding that comes with it, is pretty much what I'm going to say without dragging it out and making it sound negative. Happy Sky says, how can I get my Pisces to talk to me again? Just give him space for a while or wait for South Node to leave Libra? Good fucking question, Sky. I'm going to start from the back and go pause, because that just sounded wild crazy. But look, I would say yes. If you're really trying to do something serious and get back with the Pisces dude, wait that whole South Node, North Node shit out. Now you could drop a hint. You'd be taking a risk, but you could drop a hint, maybe a small message here and there, but nothing too crazy, because them fucking nodes are pulling right now, yo. And it's like, if we go against the grand scheme of things, it's going to be out of fear. Like, if we try to cling on to the tits of our partner right now, it's going to be out of fear that we think that we're losing them or we're going to lose them. And we got to be more confident in ourselves with North Node being in Aries right now. I'm just keeping it a beam. For the lovers of love and all of y'all out there that be on that love and love shit, I get it. But you got to build that confidence in yourself. And you might come to find out that maybe you're just too good for them in the process. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean that in a way that perhaps they can't handle you at that confidence level. So this could be a time where you might trick yourself and get into an argument based upon that. You be like, oh, why you don't want to kick it with me? Why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, yo, they're in their Aries element right now. They're empowering themselves. It ain't even a you thing. It's a them thing. But also, how can I get my Pisces to talk to me again? Show them your tits. Like, yo, I'm just keeping it a beam. Like, where are the pictures? Like, I don't even understand how that's a question. But there's your answer. Or let me see if I could come up with something more PG. Let me see. What can you do to get a Pisces? That's a damn shame that it's taking me so long to answer that. Let me come back to that one too. Bring me back to that one. Don't let me forget. Pisces life sounds like some Dr. Manhattan cosmic level shit. Dude said, I'm tired of Earth. I'm tired of being tangled in their lives, right? Smoked the wife and started floating on Mars and shit. Real shit, yo. True talk, yo. True talk. That's how this Earth shit can get frustrating for Pisces energy, B. It can become irritating as fuck. Like, yo, what am I doing here? Like, this is what Earthlings want to do. Like, what the fuck? Why isn't everybody feeling like me? Like, we're just spirits encapsulated in bodies. Why do people feel like their bodies trapped by spirits? Like, come on, man. Help me the fuck out, please. Help a nigga out. Shit, man. Well, but yeah, that's how that goes. Forgot what the fuck I was about to say, but it's all good. So, any more questions? Y'all got me up here for 2 hours already? Or we got each other up here for 2 hours already? I ain't even realized that much time has went by. Y'all got some last questions? Let it be known before I shut it down. Also, yeah, don't forget that my information is up here, because a few of y'all have asked like for readings or considering readings. Make sure y'all have this information. You don't got to worry about the green lit information things unless y'all gonna buy me a coffee or something. But this is my website, my website email, my company email, excuse me. media@podconfidential.com. And this is the website. If you go to the Rated Benjamin page, the Star School, that's where the products are. So you can even plan in advance before you seek to get something or whatever the case may be. Pisces is not in reality, but you have so much Virgo. So you're both practical and in the 5D facts. I'm blessed with that. You know what I'm saying? When I first started astrology, I thought that was an issue. Then I started realizing like that's a blessing, especially when I think about the other Pisces people I know that don't necessarily have that. Yeah, some people even see me and they be like, "You're not a Pisces." You know what I'm saying? People swear up and down, "Nah, you're a Virgo." But that's a blessing. Word. First time I caught you live, it's been a vibe. Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that, Tiffany. Yeah, I just popped up out of nowhere. I'm just like, I'm thinking about going live, and then Happy just hit me up like, yo, you going live tonight? And I'm like, yo, you reading my fucking mind or something, Happy? The fuck? So yeah, I might just sporadically do this again out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it type shit. Okay, let me think of something. Just wait a sec. Yo, Aya, yo, knock it off, B. Knock it off. I learned a lot today. I appreciate the live, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out with me for a little bit. You know what I mean? That's what this was about anyway. Thank you, no doubt, no doubt. Oh, I have a question. Is it bad if a man's north node is on a woman's sun? Or is it good if a man's north node is on a woman's sun? No, that's good. Whenever you can see put it this way, because the north node kind of like acts as the sun. I know it's a moon archetype, but it kind of like acts like the sun in a way. So I'd say yes in every single way, unless the man just wants to be a power couple too much. All right, because they can be very attracted to your light, because your north node is going to be seen as like a light to them, as like a compass, as like a guide, and they're going to see you embody that strength. And their soul, hold on, let me make sure. You said, give me a moment. The woman's sun, right? Okay, so they're going to see your glow as something that aligns with the direction that they're going in life. But they can be almost, I don't want to say obsessive but I get power couple vibes with that. You know what I'm saying? They're going in a particular direction in life, and your soul just happens to be there, and you're shining at such a vibrant level. They may fail to realize that you need independence there as well, because the sun is the identity, the soul, so you have to have your identity as well. It's kind of like what I said about people having the 7th house in Leo. You got to be able to pat your mate on the butt, and you got to actually be able to let them go and let them shine on their own as well. It's like a law, you know what I mean? So I would say yes, definitely in every single way possible, unless they become unhinged when it comes with you needing your own identity. Quick question. If a sign is at a late degree in a chart, would you say it loses those traits? Should you look at the next sign over? Hope that makes sense. Okay, so you're basically saying if a planet, I'm gathering you're saying if a planet is in a late degree in your chart, right? Because each sign has 30 degrees. So maybe you're talking about the house. This is what I can tell you about any point in a sign that's at the later degree, is that it's going to be, first of all, more mature, more advanced, and more authoritative. All right. Consequently, or should I say furthermore, look at the decadent of that actual point, of that degree, so you can get more in-depth detail of the power that it holds. You'll find some amazing things. I call it deacon secrets. You'll find amazing things by looking at the deacons in your chart. But that's how that goes. So any planetary action that has like advanced degrees in your chart, you're going to notice that those planets are more stronger teachers. They have more authoritative positions than the other planets that have lower degrees in your chart. They're just going to be stronger, Yeah, the late degrees are much more effective. Now, what can also happen is when you have late degrees is that you won't realize them, or they won't be fully activated until you mature, meaning until you have more solar returns. I don't want to use the word older, but they get activated later on in life, like around after your Saturn return type shit. Okay. No doubt. So yeah, I had a time. I'm glad y'all had a time too. Thanks for coming out. Once again, give y'all a round of applause. Sound the horn off. I'm out till next time. I'm not scheduling it. Oh, I got a question. All right, hold on. I got a question. What's your best detailed description of Pisces man and Taurus woman in bed? Yo, Tiffany. You want a detailed description? Sucking syrup off my balls. But you asked, right? But look, listen, this is what I'm saying. It's like an island of all of the greatest treasures and pleasures that you can think of, but you don't want to leave, and you really got shit to do. But Taurus is such a slow and sluggish sign that they don't get the fucking picture, and they like, no, nigga, stay naked, do cartwheels in here, and we just gonna fucking eat snacks, watch movies, and fuck, and all type. Look, have you watched any of my Taurus videos, by the way? Because if you like, I could go on, I could just keep going on and going on and going on about this Taurus shit. You know, when some of the situations are bittersweet, I ain't gonna hold you. But if you search through my channel and you look at the God, if you look at some of the Taurus Pisces content, you'll understand. There's some detailed descriptions there of what goes on with the Pisces and Taurus shit. I'm gonna really get out of here now because that's gonna spiral into some other shit, and then y'all gonna start asking about other signs and shit. Let's save some things for later. I'm out of here, y'all. Wow.